Alright. Alright. Ooh. Right as I sat down. Right as I sat down, my tummy started to hurt a little bit. Oh, my poor tummy. What's going on down there? I don't know. Ugh. Luckily, I have some delicious green tea, which hopefully will heal me. It's like a healing potion. It's a healing beverage, you know? Except it's a green instead of red. Where did that start? Where did health potions being like a bright uh blood red, a bright red 40 red start? It's not a very healthy looking color, I gotta say. If I encountered a liquid of that color in real life, I don't think I wouldn't. My first instinct wouldn't be that drinking it would heal me, I guess. That's not the effect that I imagine that color of liquid would have on my internal organs, but I don't know. That is pretty good. You'd think you'd go for something a little more, I don't know, naturalistic looking as opposed to whatever whatever a health potion is. Anyway, I guess we can do this now. I do kind of want to keep just talking to myself, but I guess it is an art stream, so, you know, we've got the entirety of the rest of the stream to do that. It's not like it really matters. It's not like it really makes that much of a difference, you know? Anyway. Hello. Hi, hi. How's everybody doing? What's going on? What up, Stone? What up, Grinner? That email probably is going to be pretty accurate. Well, I don't know. It's how I feel inside. I don't know if it's how I'm going to feel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to express myself in that way, but I'm pogging internally. You have a question for me? What is it? Fire away. Also, Malloy is okay. You can call me that. That's one of the less egregious permutations of my name, so that's acceptable. You didn't need to correct yourself. HP bars are red. That is true. It's like you're drinking more of the. It's like you're. I don't know. It's like you're pouring. It's like you're pouring the liquid directly into the health bar. You know, instead of drinking it, you're just pouring it right. You're refueling that health bar. Beaker of yellowish fluid, golden liquid, yellow fizzing liquid, dull yellow liquid, decomposed insects in a dingy yellow fluid. Oh, they're all piss. You drink piss to heal. I didn't know that. That's how it works in real life, too. That's crazy. Would I rather have $1 million or a dog that doubles in age every second? Is this a trick question? This feels like some sort of trap. This feels like the sort of query that would be posed to me by some sort of malevolent djinn before I am cursed for eternity. I don't know if I feel comfortable answering that. I'm not going to answer that. I don't know. I don't trust it. I plead the fifth. This seems like a trap. This has happened to me. I've been malevolent spirits have tried to trick me one too many times for me to fall for the old $1 million or rapidly aging dog trick. You're not gonna get me with that one. Hello, Bedman. What's up? Are you grunting and pouting over there? What's happening? That doesn't seem good. No neggy vibes, okay? We need good vibes only this stream. Or at least I do. It's fine. You can be negative. I wasn't being serious. Do I want the oil dog? I don't think I want the dog. I don't think I want the dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I would have too much time to really get attached to the dog before it liquefies, I guess. But I don't think I want that. Why is it? What's with all the varied descriptions of the same potion? Those all do the same thing? That doesn't seem correct. The brown bubbling liquid that smells vaguely of fish is probably just like, I don't know, that's probably just like some soup broth though. That could be good. That's probably just like some ramen broth, you know? Pop some veggies in there, some noodles, stir it up. It's probably not bad. They should make a stargazy pie healing item. I shouldn't have brought it up. I shouldn't have resurrected that from the dead. I don't remember who was around during that stream, but that was a long time ago at this point, I think. I don't know if anybody remembers that except me and Stone. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. They should do that. They should allow. They should have more. Every game should have cooking in it. It needs to. It's necessary. It's a necessary thing. Trust me. What did we do last stream? We played more Moon. We played more Moon. I'm liking that game. I think next time for sure I'm gonna finish the game, regardless of how much I accomplish. There's like a few plot lines that I want to see the end of, but other than that, I think I've done pretty much everything. I feel like there's a lot that I haven't done, but there's also a lot that I have like no idea what I'm supposed to do, if that makes any sense. Like I feel like I'm reaching the point where I've done everything that I could figure out on my own, and then it will just kind of resort to me just like looking up exactly what I need to do, which I don't know if I really want to do that, but we'll see. We'll see how much time it takes for me to we'll see how much time it takes for me to get through everything. I don't know. I still maintain that it doesn't look good. Again, it probably tastes good. I'm not saying it tastes bad or anything like that. I'm not faulting the dishes of thing that you eat. I'm just saying I don't think it doesn't look good. I refuse to accept that it looks good. You can say to yourself it probably tastes good, or like I would still eat it. I would. It probably tastes good, but I refuse to accept that it looks good. That I don't believe. You had fun animating the animated panel this time? I haven't looked at if there's been any updates. I have to make an account on that website or something, I guess. I wanted to save my game, I guess, which I guess just saves your spot in the thing, but I had to make an account. I don't know, that website is kind of, I mean, it's weird to me. I'm not used to it. It's weird to me that there's just no, like, there's no, like, page select, but I guess they're not really technically pages. I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's not, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to that kind of thing. It's run by one guy and has been for multiple years now. I see. Still. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling too hot tonight. I didn't sleep very well last night. Shockingly. Shocker, I know. I didn't sleep too great last night. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I kind of do know why, but I became very anxious after the stream was over. I became very nervous. I spiraled into a very anxiety-ridden mood after the end of the stream last night. Just thinking about stuff. And then I couldn't fall asleep. And then I didn't check the weather, but apparently it was like 80 degrees today. So I woke up and I was like sweating. I was like melting in my bed, and I woke up with a headache because I was overheating, because apparently it decided to become summer again. Apparently the weather decided to get really hot again for no reason. Speaking of, I gotta go turn my fan on. I'm starting to melt now already. I can feel it happening. I can feel myself beginning to liquefy as I sit here and drink this hot tea. The guy behind File Garden? I don't think I know what that is. I don't know what a lot of things are, in case you weren't aware. On File Garden. That is a pretty fun little panel. I do like it. But yeah, I also, part of what started that, which this is going to sound really stupid, but part of what started that was I don't know, I'm still very nervous about the charity event, which I guess it's time. I need to shill it. I got to get used to doing this intermittently throughout the stream. But yeah, December 5th, exciting, fun charity stream. Rolling up 1,000,000 roses in We Love Katamari. I'll be streaming every day until my mission is accomplished. Probably. Assuming no horrible disasters befall me. Or even mild disasters. Assuming no disasters of any size befall my personage, I will be streaming every day until I have vanquished my foe or whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. I think, maybe. But anyway, I was thinking about that, and then I checked my email, because I have like multiple email accounts, and I have it set up so that I get like when some of them I can't, it's not easy for me to look at them on my phone, like the business email, so I have it set up so that my Gmail sends me like an alert like, hey, there's You got new emails in your other email account, so check it, because I don't get new ones over there too often. And I saw that I had some new stuff, and I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. So when I looked, somebody from the AFSP, somebody from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, emailed me about the stream and was like, if you have any questions or anything, please let me know. And I was like, don't do that. How did you find, did you just see, do you just get notified when somebody registers, like, on the website? I don't know how they saw that, but that didn't help me feel any less nervous about it. I was like, don't do that to me, how dare you. That made it feel even more real, and I was like, no, don't do that. It's just a good file host. I figured. That all makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, so that didn't really help. I don't know, I get most nervous and most self-conscious when people are supportive of me. I don't really know why. That's like almost worse than people being mean or dismissive of me. It's when people are like nice and helpful. I don't know why, but it makes me, I cower. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is, if you haven't noticed. Sometimes I get very flustered and very nervous. Like right now, I don't know why, but I was feeling it before the stream too. I think it was because I got so unexpectedly overwhelmed with emotion last night. I feel like it might happen again. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what happens, but I gotta throw up another disclaimer at the start of this one. It might end up being one of those streams. I don't know. You know, one of those streams. But yeah. We got some work to do. We got some things that need doing. Well, I guess maybe they don't need doing, but I've started doing them, so now they need to be done. Perhaps they didn't need doing in the first place, but they are being done regardless. I think they're probably necessary, but they may not be. I don't know. We'll never know now because they're happening. So that's the world line that we're locked into now. That's the reality that we embody. Oh yeah, and I guess I should also say this while I'm thinking of it. I probably won't be able to stream next weekend. I don't know yet, but probably not. I might be able to. I might not be able to. I'll probably be able to stream on Sunday at least. I don't know if I'll want to, but we'll see what happens. I will probably want, even if I can, I might want to just take it off anyway, just because next week is when the week after that is when the charity starts, so I'll be doing a lot. So I might want to just like take the time to make sure to make sure that I have all my little ducks in a row. To make sure I have all my little purple ducks in a row. I don't really, there's people that collect rubber ducks and things like that. I don't have any of those, but maybe I should get one. Maybe I should get a little purple duck. I don't know why, but that might be fun. It might be a good little stream accessory. I don't know why, but now the real question is, what do I want to listen to tonight? What am I feeling? What am I feeling? I know how I'm feeling, but I don't know what I'm feeling. Those are two different things. They may sound like the same thing, but they are in fact two different things. How often is the fan adventure going to get updated? I don't remember if this was stated or not. I think it was mentioned, but I don't really remember exactly. I'll have to remember. I'm not good at keeping up with things. I'm really not good at keeping up with things week to week. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just add it into the rotation. The only thing that I really keep up with is One Piece. So if there's stuff that I need to check or that I want to keep up on weekly, I just read it or check it out when I read One Piece. And that helps. Because that's the only thing I ever remember to do. Okay, I see. I'm thinking very intently. Not really, actually. I'm thinking very... What's the opposite of intently? Passively? I'm thinking very passively. It's not very intense. I'm thinking very mildly. I have neither intent nor intensity behind my thoughts. They are nebulous and not fully formed. You know what? I could go for some Beach House. All right. Oh, what's going on over there? Actually, interesting. Is everything good here on the screen? Yeah, everything seems Gucci gang. Yeah, okay. Damn. You're already that invested? I mean, I guess that's good. You don't want to keep the fans waiting. But yeah, I plan on debuting I'm gonna work on a new outfit and shit for the event. Because I had a winter outfit last time, so I'm doing the same thing. It's kind of hard to read because there's a lot of detail in it, but it is sort of like a kimono-esque Ensemble. Um, I was originally just going to work on the actual PNG, but then I was like, I should probably make some sort of like reference image or like figure it out before I start doing that, because I don't really know what I want it to look like, and I don't want to spend too much time like revising and messing around with it. I'd rather go in with a plan, and my plan ended up becoming very elaborate. So I feel like maybe it was a good idea, but I don't know. It ended up becoming very fancy. So we'll see. You know that the design is extra complicated when you see both blue and red in the sketch. When I have to resort to two different colors to make it more readable to myself, that's how you know that that's how you know things have gotten a little out of control when it comes to level of detail. And that's how you can tell. But yeah, I'm quite liking how it's looking so far. I'm not looking forward to having to recreate it as like an actual PNG, but you know, or a model, but you know. You had some Stargazy pie for lunch today? What a picture. How was it? Did the fish speak to you as you supped upon them? Did they tell you many secrets that mortal ears were not meant to hear? That the human mind cannot comprehend? Not bad. When we make a game that has cooking in it, which is going to be every game, we got to include Stargazy pie as a recipe. That and the other thing, what was it? Hot pea mess or something? I know that's not what it was. I don't remember what it was called. The pea sandwich. Or the sandwich with pea sauce. I can't remember what it was called. We got to include that too. Sandwich that makes you pee everywhere. Yeah, exactly. That one I don't know about. I'm sure Stargazy pie tastes pretty good. That one I don't know about. Only because I don't know if I don't really like peas that much. So I don't know what the sauce would taste like if I'd be too into it. No, it was pea wet. It was something with pea wet. That's what it was. But I don't remember. You're not telling me? Why not? I want to remember. I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember what it was. Working class solidarity. Are you gatekeeping the food now? I just said I want to try it. I'm not making fun of it. I want to remember what it was. Was it like a fried potato? I think it was something like that. I really don't remember. Like a fried potato patty or something. I think it was something like that. Smack bam. That's what it was. Yeah, no shot. I was gonna remember that. Well, now I gotta look it up again because that doesn't really it doesn't really tell me what it is. Yeah, it was a potato patty. That's right. Barm. Okay. I typed in BAM and it still came up, but maybe it just auto-corrected me. I already closed the window. That I am curious to try because we don't really have mush. We don't really do the whole mushy peas thing over here, so I have no idea what that would taste like. I guess that would be pretty easy to make if I just could find that. I looked it up for like I just wanted to remember what the I wanted to remember what the smack part was. That's the potato. I don't know. I think somebody mentioned it in the chat, but I don't remember who. I don't know. I've said this before. I like trying all different types of food. I'm down to try pretty much anything. Unless it has something in it that I know that I don't like, or that I've had before that I know that I don't like. Moshi Moshi, Minte desu. Oh, Genki desu ka? I don't know how. I'm not feeling super Genki tonight. I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. But other than that, I think I'm okay. How are you, Minty? Was it Grinner? Okay, you did say Tumblr, so I don't know. And the idea that I'm working on right now, I do want to include cooking, and that seems like something that people might eat in that world. So maybe I'll include a variation of it or something, a dish inspired by it. I don't think I can. I don't think I can call it that exactly because I don't think that would really make sense. But I can capture the spirit of it. Oh wait, that's right. I'm doing the different layers thing. This is an important element of the design. If you're ever drawing me or you feel like it, there's the two big eyelashes. They point downward. This one is more angled downward, and then it sort of evens out. And then this one, they sort of have like a droopy kind of look to them. If you're trying to capture it perfectly, you know? You're well, you think? That's good. I'm glad you're making progress. Get some battered chips in there. We'll see. It's a relatively... I mean, I don't know if they can fry things. I mean, I guess they could fry it in, like, a pan. Maybe that's something you can get at the inn. Maybe you can't make that yourself. Wait, I keep doing this. Yeah, all the names would be changed. Especially that one. That one definitely can't go in. It would all be inspired by, not directly. Not the exact same thing. Viscer orb? What is that? Well, the pancake you could cook in like a frying pan. I feel like a battered chip, it needs to be in like a deep fry. Unless the smack is also deep fried, but it doesn't seem like it is. Fried eggs and white rice, it really is. There really is nothing better. I eat that all the time. I don't even know if I'd qualify that as a struggle meal. It's just easy to make. That's a fine meal to me. I was doing a deep fryer motion with my hand when I was saying that. All right, we'll relax. Now you're moving out of struggle territory. You start adding all this shit. That's the Hollywood struggle meal. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. Would I rather have a random limb replaced with a Bitcoin miner or receive an email that makes me double in age every second I spend reading it? Well, I think the email I would have maybe 2 seconds before I die, so I don't think I want that one. I think maybe the email I would have maybe 2 to 3 seconds to realize what's happening before I evaporate into dust. Was that another subtle age lore docs? Was that you trying to puzzle out my age again? Yeah, but I don't know. What if I don't know the email does that until I read it. I'm going with the spirit of the hypothetical. I'm assuming that I don't know that the email does that. You thought vampires were immortal? We've been over this. My vampire powers are greatly reduced. I will probably live like slightly longer than the average person, assuming I don't die from something else in the meantime. Oh, my eraser's 1 pixel large. Why? Oh, because I was, yeah, now I know why. I'm mostly a fruit vampire, not a blood vampire. If I get the Bitcoin miner, do I receive the Bitcoins? Or does they go to somebody else? Is it my Bitcoin miner, or am I like contracted out to like Evil Corp? Am I contracted out to some sort of cyberpunk dystopia corporation that's using me as a bioorganic Bitcoin miner, and I don't even get to see any of the profits? How powerful is the Bitcoin miner? Is it good at mining Bitcoin, or is it very inefficient? What's the return? What's the rate of interest on this thing? I'm gonna go with that one anyway. I don't really see any benefits to the instantly aging you email, but I don't think there's anything that could make me pick that one. I'm just curious, I guess. No, what did I do? Ugh. I gotta have a, we gotta convene soon, Carlos. Now that you're back from your whirlwind adventure, your exciting globe-trotting adventure to exactly one place on the globe. I don't think we're gonna get through all this tonight. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I don't think we're gonna get through all of this tonight. I'm gonna do my darndest to make progress, but I have a feeling it's probably gonna... We're probably gonna have to tap out at some point. But I'd rather be sent back in time to become my own spirit guide, but be regarded as a fake me, or be unable to fall asleep for the rest of my life. Do I still get tired? That's a big factor here. Do I still get tired? Do I still feel the effects of not being able to sleep? Do I need sleep but can't sleep? I guess is the essence of the question. I'm definitely picking the other one then. These seem very lopsided, I'm gonna be honest with you. None of these are good, but all of them seem to be, like... One of them seems to be way worse than the other one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if these are balanced properly. Also, this one seems like it seems like in neither scenario I sleep anymore. If I'm a spirit, I'm assuming I don't have to sleep. That seems like kind of the same thing. Those don't really seem that different. I'm gonna be honest with you. Would I rather have the oil dog or be the... I'm still a little unclear on what the oil dog is, but I guess I'm gonna go with I'd rather have it than be it. I don't think I want to be that. That doesn't sound like a happy existence. I've become extra weak to fire damage, even more so than I am right now. It's not good. I'd rather become a two-dimensional paper-thin being in exchange for a dramatic increase in drawing ability and willpower, or gain entry-level 3D art chops in exchange for sending to a fourth-dimensional being that observes existence in a way that will be disorienting for me and alienating for others. I think I'm going to go with the 3D art chops because I don't have any of those. And I kind of want those. And I also sometimes feel like I observe existence in a way that is disorienting both for me and alienating to others. So I don't know if that would really be... I don't know if that would really be that much of a difference. I think that might already apply. So... I don't know if that would really be that much different than it is now. If anything, it might even be an improvement. I feel like maybe things would make more sense if I could observe them from a fourth dimensional perspective. I already often feel like I am disoriented and unable to communicate my ideas properly. So I don't know if that would really change things very much. The oil dog is the dog who doubles in age every second. Dying does not stop the aging of the oil dog, by the way. Okay. Is that why it becomes oil? Doesn't it need to be under intense pressure to become oil? Wouldn't it just like turn to dust otherwise? I think I would need to compress the dog like beneath several layers of earth in order for it to become oil. Otherwise, I think it would just like evaporate and become dust. Things that die above ground and then stay there don't become oil, I don't think. Especially if it's doubling in age every second. That thing's gonna disappear like really fast. You don't have much time to act. I mean, that wasn't a bad one. I think it's just, you know, my own personal perspective that makes it more of an easier one. I also feel like any of the hypotheticals that like, how do I say this? Any of the hypotheticals that like automatically give you like elite skills at something, I don't know. I feel bad taking those. It feels like cheating, you know? Like, I don't know if I would feel comfortable just being given dramatically better art skills. That feels like cheating. Part of the point, I feel like, is that you gotta work for it, you know? If I'm just granted that, I feel like I wouldn't be satisfied with that. I also feel like it would be really difficult to draw if you were also a flat 2D existence. I don't think you'd be. I feel like that would be really. That would be really hard to do. Just from a perspective, from a perspective angle, you know. Would I rather receive immense psionic powers or become bipolar, or immense physical strength but are unable to control it? What can I do with my psionic powers? That's an important part of the equation, I think. Can I get a little bit more information on what these psionic powers are capable of? What I can do with these? Immense physical strength is pretty clear what I could do with that. But the psionic abilities, I think you could take that to mean a lot of different things. I think I'm probably gonna pick that one anyway, though. I don't know. I don't really want to be bipolar, especially with psionic. That seems actually no. I think that might be worse. That seems like it's probably worse. I really have a great fear of my mental faculties degrading, so I don't think I want that one. I feel like the unable to control my physical strength thing would probably, that might be a great bit for the stream. That might be a great bit for the stream. I could really play it up for comedy. Being bipolar, I don't think I could really turn that to my advantage in any way. That, not so much. I could turn the uncontrollable physical strength thing into maybe a marketing gimmick. Being bipolar, I don't know. Although I guess some people are kind of into that. Maybe I could, but I don't know if I'd be comfortable with it. I could throw the Earth into the sun? That seems a bit excessive. I feel like you were underplaying the immensity of these powers, of this strength. I don't even know how I would do that by accident. I'm not sure what type of I'm not sure what I would even have to do for that to happen by accident. If I wanted to do that, I don't know how I would go about it. Well, you did say I couldn't control the immense physical strength, so I'm assuming that I can't. If I can't control it, then I'm assuming everything I would do would be by accident. I'm assuming being unable to control it means both that I use it when I don't mean to, or that I can't use it when I want to. Oh, you meant with the psionic powers. Okay. Sorry, I got very caught up on thinking about how I would physically throw the Earth into the sun. As someone who lives on the Earth, I feel like that would be pretty difficult. I don't know. I don't think I would do that. I don't think bipolar necessarily means the same thing as evil. I feel like it wouldn't turn me into a supervillain. Maybe it would, I don't know. Again, you're the one stipulating the conditions of the hypothetical here, but that's not what I imagined would happen to me. I don't think that's what being bipolar does to you, but maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a particular combination of immense psychic powers and being bipolar that does that to you. I don't know. I don't think we really have any examples in the real world that we could point to, so maybe that is what would happen. I really don't know. I can't say. These get way too tiny. They thin out. I don't like that. That's better. Who's to say the power doesn't go to my head? I'm saying that. I don't think it would go to my head. I don't think that I would instantly become. Again, I don't think being granted powerful psionic abilities would make me instantly evil. Maybe it would, I don't know, but I'm not sure. I've never had immense psionic abilities before, so I can't say for certain. I'd like to think I would maintain at least some level of moral integrity, but I don't know. Making you a bit uncomfortable? Me too. Let's try to avoid let's try to avoid hypotheticals where part of the consequences inflicting me with mental illness. Maybe we'll avoid that. Maybe avoid those types of hypotheticals. That maybe adds an unnecessary wrinkle to the thought process. And like I said, I don't think I would. That's not even the one I would choose. I still don't think I would choose that one. I'm getting all. I'm getting all sniffly. I think I might have to blow my nose. I don't know where that came from. Would I rather be beset by 1,000 ghouls or 100,000 fools? Are the fools also ghouls? Or are they just normal people who are foolish? This feels like it might be another trick question. The fools are just fools? Okay. I don't know. I mean, I feel like my chances against the ghouls would be better. I don't think I have a real good shot at either. If they're really besetting me and trying to take me out, I feel like I'd have a better. I feel like just sheer not like 100,000 is like a lot more than 1,000. Both seem like fairly insurmountable odds, but 100,000 is significantly more than 1,000. Against 1,000, its chances are slim, but not impossible. Against 100,000, I don't think so. I think there's 0% chance I come out on the other side okay. Would I rather be canceled for fake scandalous reasons or real but mundane slash who actually cares reasons? I mean, I guess the real reasons that are mundane, because I feel like I could recover from that if they're actually mundane. I feel like being canceled over fake reasons would be much more. That would be much more difficult to deal with. That would be much more frustrating. I don't want the. I don't want I don't want any rumors spread about me. I don't think I would deal with that very well. That seems like it would be greatly taxing on my psyche. If we suppose the situation to be, for all intents and purposes, unrecoverable, I guess I'd still pick this. If it's the outcome is the same either way, I'd rather it be for the real but not important reasons, because then I feel like I could deal with that, you know? And if they really are mundane slash who cares reasons, then it's like the people who turn against me, it's like I don't think I would want those people around anyway, you know? If they're willing to abandon me over something that is legitimately petty and unimportant, I think maybe that might be a good thing. You're out of hypotheticals? That's fine. That was plenty. That was a lot of hypotheticals, to be fair. I think I might be out of good answers. I really do try to answer the hypotheticals to the best of my ability. That was quite taxing, I gotta say. I have like 2 hair ornaments. I don't know which one I like better. I think I might just go with the flowers. I did like a Another like weird hair ornament thing. I think I'm just gonna go with the flowers. They seem more classy. They seem more simple, you know? I even straightened my hair for the event, including it doesn't get completely straightened though. It's never gonna get completely straightened. So there's gotta be a little doohickey sticking out. I think that was my last good answer. Maybe I still got a few good ones in me, but I don't know. I'm just assuming. I don't know. We'll see how the stream goes. We'll see how much progress I make. I'm quite tired, so I don't know how long I'm gonna want to keep going for. I see. I know that that's flip-flops. That's what they call flip-flops. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, what am I doing? This is what I'm doing. Can you get your... I don't know what a snail hutch is. That term I'm unfamiliar with. They Live is a great movie. I do quite enjoy that film. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I did like it. Just be prepared for the back alley wrestling scene that goes on for like 45 minutes. I feel like when people talk about that movie, that's one of the things that they neglect to mention or that they forget about. They remember all the other iconic moments, but they kind of leave out the part of the movie where uh the two characters get into a back alley wrestling match for what feels like 3 hours. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness, that was quite the stretch. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break now. I think it's about that time. I gotta go refuel after all those hypotheticals. I have to go, I have to go enjoy having none of those things happen to me. I have to go really take a quick little jaunt and really soak in none of that happening to me. That seems like what I want to do. And blow my nose. Can't get all this fucking snot out of my brain. You're slow sleep, Woo? Well then go to sleep. Get some shut eye, as they say. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go do some cartwheels. I'm gonna get the neti pot ready. I'm gonna liquefy all this gunk in my nose and get it out of there. I'm gonna forget to use distilled water and contract a brain-eating amoeba that will slowly eat away at my gray matter throughout the course of the stream until I become catatonic partway through, and then the stream will just be on forever while my body slowly degrades. Not at doubles, not doubling in age every second, but just at like a normal pace. Just like a regular amount of time for that to happen. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry, I knew I was gonna be late. I knew that song. I knew that song wasn't gonna be long enough. Look, those are the terms of the contract, okay? That was the agreement you signed. If you ride in the truck, you are going to fuck. That's just how it's gotta be. I'm sorry. You read the contract, okay? You knew this is how things were gonna go down. Don't try to play dumb now. Ugh. Now, before I say this, I know it's my fault for bringing it up in the first place. I know it's my fault for bringing it up in the first place. But I feel like I don't know, I feel like the stream might be marked or something, or like blacklisted. I don't know. I feel like it's got to be on some kind of do not fly list on the Twitch back end. I feel like typing things like Alchemilia's rapidly dissolving corpse live stream is not, it's not going to help in that regard. I don't know if Twitch does have any, like, you know, any monitors that go off or any alarms, any alarm bells that ring or big red blinking lights that happen at the HQ somewhere based on what people are saying in the chat. If there's anything that's going to raise concern over there, I think it's sentences like that. Again, I'm not trying to blame anybody here. It's my fault. I'm just saying I don't act in my own best interest most of the time when it comes to this kind of thing. You wouldn't worry too much? Too much. Just worry a little bit, okay. Stop releasing. I gotta get it out though. How else am I supposed to get it out? Hey Yak, what up? They have the Hassan monitor? They know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the Hassan monitor is. I also have a sneaking suspicion that you don't know what that means either. I think you just said that without really thinking about what it meant. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I feel like even you don't know what that means. I know. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it might be. I don't know why. I am standing up right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. These don't mean, please refrain from typing things like that into my chat too. For my own mental health. I don't know what it means, but I don't think I want to. It's giving me that kind of vibe. I don't know what it means, but I don't think I want to know. You're too surface level? I guess so. I don't know. As I've said, I really don't watch Twitch at all. I don't really watch streams. Especially not like the big ones. I don't really know how people do that. What the hell is that? That looks like a nice place. That looks like a nice little city, town. Is that Tommy Wiseau edited to be Caleb from Blood? Oh, I didn't even notice the creature. Hi, doggy. I didn't even notice that in the bottom right at first. It was so crispy. It was so crispy, I didn't even notice it. It was just like a shape. It was just a form. Oh, hi, doggy. Yeah. What is that thing? It's a very threatening little chick. I know it's the room. I know that that's a screenshot of the room. Thank you. I said the guy's name. I said Tommy Wiseau, and I quoted the scene. I know what it's from. Stop it. Stop saying things. Oh, okay. Don't be saying things to me, okay? Are you in one of those moods, Yak? Where you're just trying to bother me? You're just trying to disturb me? Oh, okay. Oh, you're lagging to death again? Damn. I feel like it's been a while. Do I know where Sierra Leone is? Is it in Africa? I'm very bad at geography. I need to reiterate that every time. I'm really bad at geography. No, I meant Yak specifically is not allowed to talk to me. Playing old school RuneScape. I see. I know that they added a new skill. GeoGuessr stream when? Never. That would be way too embarrassing. I would be exposed. I could never do that. I don't think that would even be fun. The only way that stream would be fun, the only reason people would want to watch that is to make fun of me. And I only like being made fun of when it's incidental. I don't want to make that the point of the stream. I'm okay with being bullied, but not when I make it the entire point of the stream. Sierra Leone is there? Okay, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's on the coast, but I don't know where. Yes, you were allowed to talk about them. Also, see, look, I said Yak's not allowed to talk, and look at how much he's still talking, so it doesn't really matter what I say. Doesn't really make a difference. That is true. I did specify you can't talk to me. Which you were not doing. You were talking near me, but not to me. You were talking around me, but not to me. You gotta go? Alright. See you later, picture. What was I gonna say? I feel like I was gonna say something. I usually feel like I'm gonna say something, but what that something is, I don't know. Uh, alright. See you later, Bedouin. I will enjoy drawing. Did I see the apple need? I don't even know what that means, so I don't think so. I don't think I even know what that means, so... Formerly Thux. Shut up. Needs are what the Onceler was making? That doesn't mean anything to me either. Isn't that the guy from the Lorax or whatever? That also doesn't really mean anything to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Best response you could hope for? Alright. You know what you did. As long as you expected that. As long as you expected that to happen. What is this? Oh, is that a phone in there? I don't know. This is so far, this is a lot of information to take in. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay. Cool. I hope the Sierra Leoneans get the help that they need when they're in danger or trouble. You know, I just heard that song for the first time recently. And then today, I heard that same sample used in another song. And it was kind of, I was like, oh shit. I didn't realize that was like a sample. Or like a commonly used sample, but it makes sense. It's like a, okay, I see. Now I get it. Where do you put it? I don't know. It seems really impractical. I'm having a real hard time figuring out what you're supposed to do with this thing. I mean, I can see the phone in it, but I don't really understand the purpose. I don't get it. I'm having trouble envisioning where it's supposed to be on your body. You put it over your shoulder? Okay. Oh, so you swing it around. You can, it's like a self-defense thing. Like, you know, like when they have like a sling that they whip rocks at people with? They use them to whip rocks at their foes. It's like that. You can weaponize your phone and you can use it to defeat your attackers in case you're ever threatened. I see. It turns your phone into a martial weapon that you can use. I get it. Now it makes more sense. Those are in fact mice with very large, very wet-looking eyes. Those are in fact mice. Oh, the music got way louder. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was so loud. Anyway, I'm gonna get up again for like 2 seconds. Hold on, I'll be right back. I spilled something. Give me a second here. Okay, there we go. She-Ra? I'm not really too familiar. I know what that is vaguely, but not specifically. I don't know. Is the Dormouse being offered to me, or is it just being shown to me? I think I'm hypothetical brained now. I'm locked into that mode. What happens if I accept it? I can't just something. There's got to be more going on here. I don't believe that's just being given to me for free without any attachments, you know? Oh, geez. They're violent. I didn't know that. I feel like Mouse is probably up there in terms of like, you know, if not Bat, then what else? I feel like Mouse is probably a good choice too. I feel like I could be described as mousy in many respects. And really, it's just the big ears. That's really what the main thing is. They also got big floppy ears, which I think is very important to me. Oh. The European edible dormouse. I mean, I would imagine all dormice are edible. Are there inedible ones? I am all about the big floppy, it's true. And not just when it comes to ears, let me tell you. Oh yeah, you're right. Wow, this is probably the most high quality of all the images that are absurdly high resolution that get posted here sometimes. I think this one might be this is the most highest of the resolutions. Now I kind of want to draw a mouse version of Alchemilia. Although I need to draw other things that aren't just me all the time. I should just draw another character that has mouse ears, but I can't resist. Mouse Amelia. Although I am drawing myself now for a very specific purpose, so. It started a fire? How? Maybe that's why they ate them. Because the mice were trying to cook and eat the Romans, so they were like, we gotta take care of these guys first. We gotta beat them to the punch here. Maybe these things are more sinister than we thought. They look innocent, but they're not. I did find some VTuber or PNG tuber. I'm sorry, more specific subset of VTuber. I did find some more PNG tuber software. That looks pretty. It looks like it's got a lot of options. So I'm gonna try that for the next model. Hopefully I can get some floppy ear physics. Hopefully we can get that going. Like I said, I really just need to pony up for a 3D model. I feel kind of bad. Because, like, I'm doing the charity thing, and then immediately after, in January, is my birthday. So I kind of feel like I don't know if I was gonna like raise money for charity and then raise money for myself for my birthday, but I don't think I'm really gonna. I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable doing that. I don't really want to like encourage people to do that or like make it like a. I don't know. It feels weird to me. Like even if the only thing that I would think of would be like to try and like have a goal that would like benefit the stream or like get better equipment or something for the stream. But even then, I don't know. I feel weird about it. It's just my own natural dislike of chilling and my own devaluation of my own time and effort, but you know. Dormice are attempting to eat string. No, that shouldn't be a question mark at the end. That should be an exclamation point. An exclamation point? An exclamation point. That's a concerning statement. It's not a question. It's a real problem. Gnawed electrical cables and fouling from their feces. I see. Would I rather cook a rabbit on a spit or in a stew? Probably a stew. I think a rabbit stew would probably be better. I don't think I've ever eaten rabbit though, now that I think about it. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever eaten rabbit meat. Is it duck season? I do really like duck. Duck is one of my favorite meats to consume. Never had duck. I quite like it. It's nice and greasy and fatty. It's not really fatty, I guess, but it is greasy, which I like. A nice little roast duck. If you ever get the chance to get it, I would recommend it. I want to go to like a real Chinese restaurant and get like a nice Peking duck one day as like a celebration. I've never had that before, but I'm sure I would love it. I gotta see if they have that at any of the Chinese restaurants around here. They used to have duck at the Chinese restaurant where I lived in Connecticut, and it was really good. It came with like this plum sauce. It was delicious. Yeah, the Kentucky Fried Grubs business was not doing too hot. People weren't too they weren't too into that. Although I have had like bugs as a snack. They're not terrible, but they're also not very good either. Like if you put a bunch of like salt and like seasoning and stuff on them, they're kind of just like little crunchies, but you know, so are a lot of things. Like it wasn't bad, but I wouldn't necessarily say it was good either. I wouldn't go out of my way to try it again. They went out of business because nobody knew what a Kentucky was? Well, then why did they rebrand with Kentucky still in the name? Unless the K stands for like Kansas Fried Grubs or something. Why did they rebrand to KFG? And they're still serving the grubs? The grubs were actually very popular. I Oh baby, my speech is not. I gotta shore this up before the. If I am caught talking like this during the charity stream, it's not gonna be good. I also need to like. I gotta really focus up before I start that. Cause I almost. We're not even doing it yet. I almost just made a joke that would definitely not fly during those circumstances. It's not a joke that I should make at all, but it definitely wouldn't fly during the actual event. So I gotta really like start. I gotta go into the prayer chamber and like say some mantras to myself and purify my soul before that. What is Brephophagostree? It's eating something, but I don't know what Brepho refers to. Ooh, cool building. This is another really high resolution image. I gotta say, having been reading, oh boy, having been eating many babies recent. Oh, well, having been reading Shimeji Simulation recently, it's making me really want to get better at drawing environments and landscapes and things. Not really landscapes, but like structures. I don't really do that very often, but I really like the wide shots, the landscape shots in that manga, and I feel like it's really inspiring me, not only because I like them, but when I see them I feel like it's something that I could do. When I see it, I'm like, I feel like I could do something like this. This is more my style. I don't really like drawing environments that much. Sometimes I do, it depends. But it's reading that, I'm like, you know what? If I lean into this type of aesthetic or this type of style more, I feel like I could. I'm more interested in that. You know, it's baby eating. Okay, yeah, it's the Empire State Building. Exactly. Not just because I read the URL either. I definitely recognize that. I did really like that about the opening of Star Mill, by the way. I really enjoyed the dramatic zoom in into the planet and then into the structure. It was very cinematic. I appreciated that. It was nice. What was I gonna say? I feel like I was gonna say something, but I don't remember what it was. I've had an idea for a comic recently. I had some revelations that's really been inspiring me. Will I actually work on it this time? I don't know, but I'm gonna try to. I had one of those moments where I really tied a bunch of ideas together, and I was like, wait a minute. You really like drawing buildings? It seems like it. You should incorporate that into the aesthetic more. I don't know. I feel like maybe you should check out Shimeji Simulation. I feel like you might like it, at least for the artwork. At least for the environmental artwork. It's worth checking out. It's really well done in that manga, I feel like. Maybe it's just because it's on my mind recently, but when I saw that intro, it was kind of making me think of that. Just in the style. Yeah, millions of people are just... It is weird looking at an image like that where it's like, you know that there's technically people in there, but you can't really see it. Like, I don't know, it's a little weird, you know? Ah, okay. I really don't know how it's. I really don't know where the story is going in Shumenji Simulation. I'm like almost done with it, but it's really. I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I really like it though. It's very. It's got a very unique vibe that I really appreciate. I don't know if I could give it a broad recommendation, but I'll give it a qualified recommendation. That is, in fact, New York City. I've been there many times, including by that H&M building. I don't know. I'd be curious to go to New York City with somebody who's never been there before, just see what their experience is like. Because I feel like the veneer has really worn off for me because I've been there so many times. But I think it would be interesting to go with somebody who's never been there before and see how they feel about it. I also think it is pretty disorienting, I will say. In terms of the tallness aspect, I actually really don't like that about it. I don't know if I've really experienced this anywhere else because I've never been anywhere else that has like this level of verticality. But like being on the street in New York City, and like looking up at like the buildings is like very, I don't know, it gives you like it gives me like a real sense of like vertigo and like uneasiness. I don't know, I really don't like it. Like if you're just like looking up and like you can't like, you know, the horizon is like below eye level and you're just like looking up at like all the huge buildings around you. It's a very weird feeling that I don't necessarily like. And by don't necessarily like, I mean definitely don't like. I definitely don't like it. It's uncomfortable and disorienting, I would say. I feel like I was gonna. Oh yeah, that was also something that I always thought was funny. Is like, because like as I got older, like I would go to NYC by myself, well, fairly often to like do stuff with friends and things like that. Or, like I'd either go in with friends or like I would go on my own and like meet people there. And my mom would always get like really nervous about me going on my own. And she'd be like, you know, they push people onto the train tracks all the time over there. You're gonna get absconded with. You're gonna get killed. You're gonna get murdered. And I'm like, first of all, it's like really. I know that you don't know how to do it, but it's really not that hard to get around. Like I know how the subway system works, and I like know how to navigate. And I know if all else fails, I know how to bring up directions on my phone. Like I've been there. I know how to do this. I'll be okay. And also, like you just watch like Fox News all the time. Like you just see the worst of the worst stories that paint all urban centers as like, you know, meat grinders of just death and chaos all the time. It's really, I'll be okay, I promise. But it's like every time I was gonna go, she'd be like, you know, I really don't want you going there on your own. It's horrible and dangerous. And I'll be like, all right, see you later. See you tomorrow. I'll be back late. See you when I get up tomorrow. There are a lot of taxis there. Apparently it's very like, I don't know, the way that taxis work, the way that taxis work in New York is very weird. Even I don't really fully remember how it's set up, but it's like you need like a badge, and like the badges are like, I don't know, the badges are like ancient artifacts in like an RPG. They've been like passed down through like generations. And it's like they're like worth a lot of money, and you have to, I don't know, it's a really weird system. It's a very strange arcane system. Kind of like the subways in New York, how like the infrastructure is like breaking down and it's like all really outdated, but like they can't really replace it because it would mean like knocking out like major sections of the subway system for like a long time. So like it's kind of just like shuddering along like in a very rickety fashion. Well, there wouldn't really be much reason to show the building art when she's just inside, so that makes sense. I don't know. It's like it's yeah, like the high knife crime. It's like I feel like when you just look at statistics, like obviously these things come across as way, or like, you know, you're exposed to like the news media who's like trying to paint a specific image and fearmonger. But it's like, I don't know. As long as you have like a little bit of common sense, it's like you're probably gonna be okay. Like maybe you're gonna be the victim of some random crime just because these things happen, but it's like these things happen, you know, you could be hit by a car that somebody like is drunk driving, or like they go over the curb or something, or like, I don't know, a random piece of a building falls down on top. Like a bunch of random shit could happen to you all the time, all over the place. It could be very overblown, you know? I kind of want to see some of like, I don't know. I don't know if this is ever going to happen. I don't know if this is ever going to be a situation in Star Mill, but I really like in manga when they have those panels or those sections where they like show a map. They like show a map or something, and they're like, this character is over here and these two characters are over here, and this guy's going this way and these people are going this way, and like this event is like, I like when they have like the little diagrams where they like show the macro status of like where everybody's located and things like that. I don't know why, but it's always really satisfying to me. I like that kind of shit. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about just from saying that, but they do it a lot in like Shonen and stuff like that. They do it in One Piece a lot, where it's like, these characters are over here doing this thing, and these characters are over here doing this thing. It'll just be like a one-page thing, like or like a one-panel thing every once in a while, to just feel like this is the situation and where everybody is located in physical space. It's like looking at a little map. It might not be necessary, but yeah, it's also one of those things where it's like, I mean, there's a lot of people in New York City. Like, maybe 1,000 people got stabbed that week, but there's also like 999,000 people who didn't get stabbed, you know? Like, it's, you know, those are just obviously not real numbers, but it's like maybe a higher than average percentage of people were the victims of violent crime, but still an incredibly small percentage of the overall population. especially when you consider like tourists and people who don't live there. $8 million. Okay, I was gonna say I know that that was definitely not accurate at all. I knew it was way too low, but it was just a nice even number. You're excited to show off the bathroom? I see. I think a lot of people are leaving New York as well, like the actual city. It's definitely becoming it's deteriorating in quality of life over time for sure and becoming more expensive. Like I think I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure New York is like I don't think people are trying to move there anymore. I think it's more of an exodus than it is an ingress. I think a lot of people in America are trying to get away from the major urban centers rather than try to move there. They're not they're not really enjoying it. They're not enjoying the city life in the way that they used to. I'm kind of divided on it. I think that I would like I don't know. I think I would enjoy the convenience of living in a city because I would be able to walk places and like take public transport and things like that. But I definitely don't. I would not enjoy the population density at all in the environment. Yeah, but I'm talking about more like the huge cities, like the major urban centers. You know, like like anything less than like the gigantic places, like mid to large size even. Like the place that I live in right now is definitely growing. There's a lot of people. It's developing pretty rapidly all around me. Which I guess people do know the state that I live in now if you're in the Discord. But I don't know. I still don't know if I want to talk about it in Moss on stream. That could be for the privileged few. That could be for the real ride or die neighbors if they really want to know. I don't know. The wise pervert has logged on. What does that mean? Okay, you don't even know? Alright, I was about to say, who's that? Is that me? I feel like you could apply that to me. I'm definitely one of those things. I don't know if I'm both, but I'm definitely half of that definitely applies to me. Now, the real question is the wise pervert wise in general or wise in the perverted arts? Do they have general knowledge or do they have very specific knowledge? That's the question. I don't know. I don't think I'm really that perverted in the grand scheme of things. I'm probably more perverted than most, but far less than the extreme. It really could be a lot worse, I promise you. It really could be a lot worse. I don't know. I guess like how do I say this? It's not really a worry. I was gonna say I worry about it. I guess it's not a worry. It's more of a thought. But sometimes I think about how I come across in the various aspects of my personality. I try not to play up any. I try not to play a character, I guess. I try to be as authentic as possible. I feel like sometimes maybe I have that inkling or that idea that I'm gonna play up a character, or like I'm gonna try to lean into something, but I think I think whenever I get that, whenever I start to do that, there's some sort of like safety mechanism in my brain that kicks in that makes me like say that I'm like acknowledge that I'm doing that, you know? I have like some, I don't know, there's something going on that makes me like I always keep myself in check. I always try to be as authentic as possible. Would I like a $256 bill? I guess. I mean, that's $256 that I don't have right now. So, also, you're American, right? Why did you put the dollar bill sign after the number? That's not correct. That's not how that's supposed to work. You always put it after? Really? I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do that before. Intentionally. Because you don't give a shit? It sounds like you do give a shit. I'm not gonna be like I'm not trying to be judgmental right now, but it sounds like maybe you do give a shit. If you really didn't give a shit, I feel like you wouldn't make it a point to say that you don't give a shit. I'm just saying. Not that I really care, but I mean, I guess that kind of does make more sense. We do say $256. We don't say dollars colon 256. It is more accurate to put it afterwards because that is how you say it. So it is a facade. Okay. I'm just saying, what is the Shakespeare quote? Methinks the lady doth protest too much. It is often accurate. I'm always a tad worried when I speak of sexual stuff. I mean, that is authentic, though. I'm not putting that on as a. I'm not doing that as a bit. That is authentic nervousness. That is authentic worry. I'm trying to be more comfortable with it, but I'm not. I'm still not there yet. Especially maybe because my own specific brand of sexuality is more. We'll say niche. It's not the most common. And again, it also feels weird to be able to do that, like, at all. Because I'm very used to not being able to do that at all. Store brand sexuality as opposed to. No, more like, I don't know, more like imported, more like artisanal. We'll call it artisanal. That sounds good, right? That's probably that's a marketing speak right there. I have a very artisanal sexuality. Let's phrase it like that. Handcrafted. That sounds pretty good. Let's call it that. What about a swaller, a swollen dollar? Is that worth more than a non-swollen dollar? Does that make it worth more or less? I feel like it would make it worth less, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know if being swollen is a desirable quality in most things, let alone a dollar. When you describe something as swollen, I feel like that's usually a negative quality as opposed to a positive one. But I don't know. I feel like that's usually something you don't want. Anyway, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna take a break. Uh, I will be back in a few minutes. All right. All right. some good water right there, let me tell you. I don't know, I can feel it. I can feel the, what do you call it? I can feel the self-consciousness rising. I can feel the introspective aura emanating from my body, becoming more powerful. Is that the antenna? That's horrible. I don't like that at all. I'm also glad this thing didn't come back. Since he's got multiple sets of legs like that, do you think he has multiple cocks too? I don't know. I feel like he probably doesn't. And that face strikes me as somebody who doesn't. I feel like he'd look more confident if he did. He pops his eyes out to emit stun rays and has a really annoying voice. I see. Yeah, no, what? I guess also I don't know. I guess also the worry when I talk about sexual stuff is like I don't want to like I don't know. I don't want to make anybody else feel uncomfortable, which I'm more acutely aware of because it kind of makes me a little uncomfortable to talk about it. So it's like I don't know. I don't know if anybody really wants to hear about that kind of thing. I don't know if anybody else really wants to bear witness. I mean, some people definitely do, for sure. Which I guess the real worry is like I don't want that to be like I don't want that to be like the thing that the stream is about. If that makes any sense. I don't want that to be like the main appeal of the stream. Or like a major I don't want that to be like a major selling point of the stream. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want it to be a part of the stream at all, because I definitely do. But I don't want it to be like the thing, you know? Which I probably don't have to worry about that, but I do. I don't know, it's a very complicated issue for me. There's a lot of thought that goes into it. I probably shouldn't keep harping on about it. I should probably move on, but my brain is very much moving towards these, I don't know. Not self-doubt, I guess kind of self-doubting, but more like self-questioning kind of feelings, kind of ideas. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Because the idea of the charity stream, or like the looming the looming marathon, has been at the forefront of my mind lately. Because it's like real now. It's like a real thing now that's happening. You know. I hope I'm doing it for the right reasons. Again, I'm trying to be authentic. I'm trying to be an authentic individual. Spider Mega City, what is that? That sounds awesome. I was about to say I want to go to the Spider Mega City, but I don't think I do want to go to the Spider Mega City. I think I'd rather appreciate the Spider Mega City from afar. I don't think I want to I don't think I want to actually go there. Oh, it's a literal mega city of spiders. Okay, I definitely don't want to go there. I definitely don't want to go there then. I probably wouldn't be welcome there either. Being not a spider, I think they probably wouldn't want me there. Damn, I feel like there's probably some sort of like poignant message there where they would fuck with each other, but they can't see. It's because of the darkness that they get along. They can't see each other. So maybe there's something there we can apply to our own lives. I don't know. I think I'm rapidly approaching the point where I can't do artwork anymore. I think it happened very quickly during the stream. I gotta hold on. I gotta decide on accessories. I don't think I'm gonna go with this accessory. I think I am gonna go with the flowers and the hair. Do I go with whatever this thing is? Clipped to my obi, my sash? Would I drink the Toho Monster? Can I see the Toho Monster first? Can I get a visual indicator of what this is before I answer that question? I think I might know what it is, but one moment? Okay, take your time. No pressure. Oh, bad apple flavor? Oh wait, I think I saw this recently. I think I saw that there is actually a monster. There is bad apple flavor. It's not Toho branded, but Toho. It is called bad apple flavor. I would try it. I would drink it. Also, speaking of Toho Monster, that's one of the BRB screens. That is actually the first BRB screen on the list. This is the first BRB screen that I added. This is the Toho Monster that I was thinking of, but I didn't think that this is what you were referencing. It could have been, but I wasn't sure. I don't know. I could see if I could find a bad apple flavor, a bad apple flavor monster. You're feeling your cat aspect at the moment? What does that mean? Elaborate. If you would be so kind. I don't know if I do know that. I don't know if this has been talked about very much before. Maybe it's been mentioned, but it's definitely not been brought up enough for me to think about it as a defining character trait. Well, yeah, it doesn't define you exclusively, but I mean, apparently it's defining you right now, so I think that qualifies. I think that counts. Or it's at least coming to the forefront. Oh yeah, I did remember what I was gonna say, but I don't know if it's really something that I need to be saying. But this is definitely one of those pictures that this is definitely one of those images that inspires. Maybe inspires is the wrong word, but you know, precipitates intensely dysphoric feelings in a lot of ways. It's not good. I made myself look too pretty, and I don't like it. Makes me upset. That's a pretty large percentage, I gotta say. 20% is kind of a lot of a percent. I mean, I'm just going off the numbers that you gave, okay? I'm just reacting to the information I've been given. What the purr would sound like? I don't know. It's a good ass question. Maybe a little bit invasive though. I don't know. I don't know if it's alright to be asking questions like that. It feels a little bit personal. As not a cat myself, I don't know what counts as what's considered, you know, an invasive question. I don't know, it's uncouth to talk about. I don't know. I don't think I could divide myself into various pieces or percentages like that. I mean, I probably could if I really wanted to, but it might be too difficult. Probably require too much thought. I'm capable of it, but I don't know if I want to do that. I hate drawing circles so much. It's probably my least favorite shape. If I had to rank the shapes, I think circle would definitely be pretty low. It would be pretty down there on the list. Look, I can't get around it, okay? Circles exist. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean they don't exist. I can't avoid them forever. I can feel myself growing more quiet. I apologize. The introspective feelings are definitely very strong, and they're only getting stronger. Would I rather have a wizard well or an ogre pillar? I guess wizard well. I think I'm also at the point where ogre pillar reads as very suggestive to me, so I don't know if I would want that. I don't know if I could handle an ogre pillar. I think I'd rather have a wizard well. I don't know. Just because I don't like circles doesn't mean I can just ignore them. I did sort of start thinking about that after. I was like, I guess you could also interpret that as rather suggestive, but maybe I am the wise pervert. I don't know. Or at least one of. At least a wise pervert. I don't know. I don't think I can really claim to be wise. I think that's one of those things that more it gets applied to you, but you can't really apply it to yourself, you know? You can call you know, other people can call you wise, but when you call yourself wise, it doesn't really mean that much. You said you were referring to your I didn't. I was referring to myself referring to myself. I was talking about me saying that maybe I'm the or a wise pervert, which maybe I am, but I don't know. I'm definitely perverted. Possibly wise. I don't know. The status of my wisdom is questionable at best, I would say. Three-quarters asleep? Well, you should probably get to bed then. I'm feeling pretty sleepy myself. I don't know how much longer I can keep going. We're reaching the make or break point of the stream, the do or die part of the stream. I either awaken and I hit my second win now, or I flounder and I collapse. I don't know. I don't know what will happen. I do enjoy incorporating frills into a lot of these outfits. As someone who doesn't actually own anything frilly, I do quite like frills. I am not a frilly Millie, even if sometimes I wish I was. Some guy named Spampton on the unofficial Delta Rune message boards used an exploit to steal 3 billion of said message boards fake currency. I see. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know if I like Sugar Lips. I think I don't. I think I'm leaning towards do not like. I don't know. I don't really like the card art either. The head feels very slapped on. The head feels like it was photo bashed from like a completely different image. I don't know. It looks very out of place. And like the weird light of heaven directly behind it. Is this part of the catness expressing itself? Is this part of the catitude coming to the forefront? I mean, that does sound like something that somebody named Spampton would do. It's not? Okay. Oh. Ugh. All right, I'll be right back. I have to go ejaculate. All right. Oh. Oh. I'm so close. I'm so close to being almost, maybe close to being done with this. I'm so close to being almost maybe done with this. At least as far as the line art goes. I don't know. I'm not close to being done with it in total at all. I'm not even close to being actually almost done with it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I want to work on it anymore. I think I'm too tired. I think I've hit my limit. I think I hit my breaking point. I don't want to do artwork anymore. Not tonight. Maybe never again. Maybe that was the last line I'll ever commit to paper. To digital paper. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna hit my second wind. I don't think it's gonna happen. What about Ajira? I don't really think I have very strong feelings about Ajira either. I can't really, I don't know. Let me look at it again. Oh no. It's not really doing too much for me. What about a gyro? Do you mean like a gyroscope, or do you mean like a Hito, like the sandwich? Like the wrap? I could actually really go for one of those right now. I'm really upset that you said that. I really kind of want one of those right now, and I have no access to them. That sounds delightful. Sorry, this is bothering me that I didn't complete this. The gyroscope? I mean, it definitely looks like padding. I don't know. What's the average breast size of a Khajiit? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar. Is this like above average? I have no idea. I don't know what would register as abnormal. Putting magic tattoos along your milk lines to guarantee pit milk. Excuse me? I'm sorry, what? What's happening in this situation? What's going where? To do what? No, I guess I don't know about milk lines. Don't act like that's common knowledge. Don't try to play it off like I'm the weird one for not knowing what that means. I'm not gonna fall for that either. Oh. The lines that determine where nipples can be put. I see. I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna get too much milk out of me. Even if you try. Even if you squeeze as hard as you want to. I don't know if there's too much. I don't know if there's too much that you're gonna get. I regret to inform you. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay. Now I understand. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, I think I get it. The Alchemilkers. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Unless it's in the form of highly erotic fan art. Then it's okay. Then I'm alright with it. But otherwise, it's a no-go. I don't know. I think I might have to end the stream. I don't want to, but I think I might have to. My brain is mush. My brain is goop right now. And I'm throwing up all over the place, so that's not very good either. You don't want that to be happening either. Big pasta and coffee? I think you should go to bed. I think what you need to be doing is going to sleep. From what I've gathered. I think you might need rest and unconsciousness. Also, I need to get this off my screen. I can still see it. You can't see it anymore. I can still see it, but... it's starting to bother me. I don't like the way she's looking at me. I don't like the way this bitch is looking at me. No, don't do that. I do not wish to be torn asunder by wild hogs. I want to go to bed. I want to have a nice restful sleep that doesn't involve being torn asunder by wild hogs. Is that too much to ask for? Is that too much to desire? In this frickin' hecked up world that we live in? Am I foolish for asking such a thing? I don't know. I hope not. I frickin' hope not, dude. I don't know. This was a bad idea. The charity drive was a bad idea. This stream was a bad idea. This stream in particular was a bad idea. The stream as a concept was a bad idea. My general existence as a living entity was a bad idea. It was all a bad idea. I don't know who allowed that to happen, but I have some very stern words for them. I don't think they were really thinking things through when they did that. I think it was an ill-considered move. But anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you all had a good time. I'll be back tomorrow. We're probably going to be finishing Moon. I can't imagine we won't finish Moon. That's the main objective for tomorrow's stream. I don't know. It's probably going to be challenge. It's probably going to be a challenging. I feel like we're going to be entering a challenging period. I don't know. Hopefully, I can get over myself within the next 24 hours to 2 weeks, but I don't. I feel like that's probably not going to happen. I feel like it's probably going to get worse before it gets better, so I apologize in advance. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for putting up with me. I love you all. You're all wonderful people. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out.